All right, well, here we are in the first battle. This is TTAR, currently the #1 seed, against BLUMR, the 4th seed. And we'll take a look at how this match plays out here on Ocean for Game 1. BLUMR bringing the Enterprise, Bergon, Hawaii, 2 Cerberuses, a Kid, and a Som. So they're looking for a little bit more smoky with the 2 Cerberuses. I don't know how I feel about that. I really like what they can do with like 2 or even 3 Hawaiis on this. This, of course, being the Antanian fleet. Puddin, can you tell us about TTAR? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got 2 Mistralis here. So of course, Mistrali's got the ability to it's called exhaust smoke generator, so it can smoke at full speed. You got the Humphreys, of course, that's got its own smoke ability. So this is the Black Armada. For those of you guys who are new to the tournament, the Black Armada is comprised of 3 super ships, and then you have 2 tier. You're required to bring 2 tier 5 destroyers to balance it out. Yeah, they've split their force, which usually against carriers is a bad idea, but we kind of hit on this yesterday. It felt like most of the carriers were just not having the impact teams wanted them to have. They weren't providing the spotting when it needed to be done, and they weren't getting the damage in on targets when that needed to be done. You're not hearing Puddin'? Okay. Another.
What did we do?
There we go. Another one of the problems of having to restart after I had everything all nice and set was you got to fix everything. So thanks for saying something, City Slop.
Right, that means they have no clue what TTAR brought.
That's true. They brought ships. Okay, we brought you back into it.
Yes. Oh, look, there's a smoke train at Chocolate and shocked. Slightly appalled. Well, this is an interesting strategy of letting one team get all the caps.
Yeah, they are very much in kiting away, and I think part of that is out of fear for Brisbane radar. I mean, that thing's no joke.
Well, they did get the Somme under radar and pushed them off for a moment.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, we've got Maine versus Bergon. Oh, Yuki! Yuki just took 2 Mistrali torpedoes in the ACAP, and now under radar. This is the worst possible timing. DCP is down. Yuki's trying to heal. I think that BLUMR is going to lose their destroyer pretty quick here.
I don't know. I mean, he is on fire, but he's healing through it, and shells aren't connecting.
Yeah, here comes Toby's main. Oh!
He does manage to save the ship, but he's not going to be very effective bumping the other DDs. Oh no, planes are coming in on Brisbane.
Yep. Here come the AP bombers from the Enterprise. Missed. Completely missed.
We'll get back to you guys if they do something with the planes. Sohm is under radar over at Chocolate. He's taking some damage.
And there we go. BLUMR does get the A cap. What's going up to the north?
But at what cost?
Not much, it looks like. They haven't coughed up too much hit points. Snackman is worse for wear for TTAR.
Well, I mean, I believe the kid would argue that it didn't cost much. Oh no, poor planes.
Strawley detected again.
Well, they're doing a good job battling over at Chocolate.
Mm-hmm. We got the two Cerberuses together, so they're trying to chain their smokes. Kind of like that concept. Brisbane radar just went down.
Especially for Ocean.
Mm-hmm. Now, Dutchy's smoke is out. Lunexia is going to spot the Mistrali. Whoa! And, well, Snackman just wrecked one of the Cerberuses full health. I gotta ask if that's gotta have been a... Oh, wait, no. Brisbane radar, maybe? No? That must have been a lucky shot or something. That's crazy. If so.
Well, the Australia took a torpedo from the Somme.
Well, Undead is possibly about to become dead. As he is now radared, and Snackman with his main looking for another cruiser kill. Big hit there.
The Somme is taking a lot of damage here as the radar goes down.
And gone. 2 huge kills for TTAR. Make that 3 as Yuki goes down. And that's pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yes, it will. Unless by some miracle, TTAR all disconnects at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's face that facts. It happens all the time in random battles.
This is right. Chat, you guys can hear Puddin' by now, yeah? That's the glory of 4-minute delays, y'all. With a 4-minute delay, if somebody doesn't say anything, can't fix it. It's even worse with King of the Sea, because that's a 5-minute delay. And I'll tell you what, in broadcaster land, 5-minute delays are an eternity. I'll get people that'll say, your mic is muted, and they'll say it like for, you know, 5 minutes every 30 seconds. I'll say it like 8 times. It's like, yeah, delay. We gotcha. So yeah, appreciate you guys for saying something. I think that was City Slop who mentioned it first. So appreciate you for mentioning that.
Right, you guys have nobody to blame but City Slab for hearing my voice now.
There you go. There you go.
Duckman was probably all happy. Thank God. Well, more things are happening in this match. Torpedoes are being sent against the Hawaii.
I'll bet I know what happened. I'll bet yeah. There goes the Cerberus, the other one. I'll bet the other Cerberus, that would be this one, Master Graph. I'm willing to bet Master Graph got smoke fired detected, because those cruisers just are not fun. They're okay at like max range or medium range, but at super close range, they just get wrecked. Not a fan of that Cerberus line. That was probably one of the most painful lines to grind up in the game.
I hate that line. because they give you sub surveillance and a crawling smoke. Like,
Mm-hmm.
really? You're telling me I'm supposed to deal with subs, but you're going to intentionally slow me down to not be able to deal with the sub.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just...
And closure seeks closure of this battle. All that's left now is the carrier and the Bergana. Look at the Mistrali just going to go for it.
I mean, why not? I mean, he's
Mm-hmm.
doing his job, going after the
Mm-hmm.
carrier.
Yeah, I really think in this particular battle, I think that the comp just didn't work for them. And looks like Arikana's, they've called the wipe. He just shot the ground in front of him. He's just going to sit here and die.
Oh no, the Bergana died.
And we're going to see an Enterprise versus a Mistrali. 30 seconds.
I'd ram him. Just ram him.
Lunexia is going for it. You could also, you know, go manual secondaries and just make go of it that way.
No, ram would be better.
And
oh, look at that damage.
Not enough damage. Good old tier 5.
The ram would have done the same thing.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Team Bravo. All right.
No kill.
Team Bravo's off to a good start. Let's just keep it up.
All right, well, there we go. Almost looks like a game of grab ass or something going on there. All right, let's see. TTAR with 1 game win up over BLUMR. Let's see if BLUMR can bring this back and force a game 3. I'm gonna run a commercial break because we got about 5 to 10 minutes in between games here, so stay tuned. All right.
You know, if we get this done fast enough, we might be able to see game 3 somewhere.
Yeah, well, there's only one other place where we could potentially get a game 3. Yeah, and this is what happens when you get everything set up perfectly, and then the one thing that you need the most, the microphone, decides it wants to take a dump on you. Let's see what's going on in the other throw and IDK. They still haven't finished their first game yet. They just finished it. Throw 1 game 1.
Nice.
Next match at 25 after. I wonder if they're going to keep it to that or not. I don't know. So, my computer has a Windows update ready to go, and I purposely didn't run the Windows update because a lot of times Windows updates will play havoc on any sort of USB devices. And with this tournament being important to me, I didn't want to risk screwing things up. And I wouldn't be surprised if it applied some of the Windows update, but not all of it, because you know how it says you need to do a restart to completely apply everything. I wouldn't be surprised if it applied something that messed with the microphone anyways. Who the hell knows? We have 10 minutes in between matches, so you know what that means, Puddin'. You can start up your Minecraft again.
What? No, I'm too busy looking at YouTube.
Well, you can do both.
It's too much work.
All right, so yeah, we're being told if both teams want to go early and the casters want to go early, they can start early, but otherwise they cannot. So I just said I'd love to go early. Like,
They're not going to let them go early?
why not? No, they'll let them go if TTAR's ready and if BLUMR's ready in time. So, we'll see. More importantly, Bravo team did win. That's right, Gaelic. That's right.
All that matters, Team Bravo.
All that matters is it's Team Bravo.
Team Bravo has a chance to end it.
So all the casters said they were ready. None of the teams said okay, but BLUMR is all sitting here readied up already. So we shall see what happens. Side note: I'm really sad. This was one of the few tournament. This is the only tournament I believe where you could potentially see a sub in the lineup, and we did not see a sub at all.
I guess teams either really, really hated the sub or realized it's worthless in comp.
Yeah.
I know. Next one is nothing but subs.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that debacle.
Nothing but subs could be fun. But like, you know how your big, rants about COTS and allowing subs and carriers and COTS. I gotta say, based off what I've seen so far, I don't know that I feel that carriers would be that breaking in King of the Sea, right? Like,
well, let's be fair. You are seeing tier 8 carriers versus tier 10 and tier 11.
Okay. So that goes into the part we mentioned about not seeing the carriers do enough damage, right?
You can't even do spotting for that long before you start losing planes. Because, I mean, if you notice, TTAR is like, okay, instead of it just being a DD and a cruiser, it was the DD cruiser and the battleship, right? So you're at least stacking good AA with each other. So like the only thing I can pick on is the poor destroyer, and that's once every 3 minutes because of smoke.
I'm really curious if we can tell if the Cerberuses were spotted here.
Somebody said it was just a blind shot.
I did see that comment. We have torpedoes coming in. Hard to tell if they took a hit or not. Continuing to go next smoke screen. Spotted briefly. Not punished for it. There's a master graph in the front. This is the part where he's about to die. Spotted briefly. He took a chunk there, looked like. And that was a blind, looked like that was a blind hit. Wow. That is very impressive. Hell, Master Graph even submitted his replay, so we could even pull up the replay file if there's a... You know what we could do? We could do that. If you guys remind me, maybe we could do that during... while we wait for the pick bands to go through for the first... for the finals. And that reminds me of pick bands. This is why you guys couldn't hear Puddin', because I had this channel open on Discord, and OBS will only catch Discord if I point it to, if I have a specific channel open, which is my announcements channel, which typically makes sense, right? That's part of what I post when I'm going live, so then OBS automatically picks it up. But because of the mic issue and having to quickly restart the PC and get everything back up and running again, I just didn't have the announcements channel up. Bless you. And you know, here's the result. So, pick bands. Banned maps were Riposte and Islands of Ice. BLUMR picked Ocean, so that was their map pick. Next one will be Tears of the Cruisers. And then if we go to game 3, it will be Shards. Looks like they're about ready to get started. Yep, here we go.
Well, I mean, at least BLUMR had a game plan. It just
didn't work.
Did out when Snackman said, "Yeetus, deletus, you."
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with our second game of the finals bracket. This is BLUMR looking to win, tie it up, get us to a game 3. We've got Enterprise, Bergon, Hawaii, Cerberus, Kid, and Som. So Master Graph is swapped back to Hawaii. Makes sense. I mean, there's a lot more island cover here. You can hide behind, pew from the distance. All right, Puddin', why don't you tell us about TTAR?
TTAR changed up everything. And there's nothing you haven't seen here. Let's see, we got a main, a Yushikov. They did trade out a DD for Indianapolis, double Brisbane, and the Marsrulis, or if you're an idiot like me, the Rigatoni.
Now, the big thing is Snackman is not in a battleship anymore. Now he's in the Indianapolis. Blue dropped out of the cruiser slot to take the main.
Are you saying the Annapolis is not a battleship?
Right.
Next thing you're going to tell me is Battleship Hindenburg is not a battleship.
I mean, could be.
Well, to everybody's surprise and shock, TTAR is going heavy to apples and only 2 ships to kite out bacon.
Yeah, you know, when you're up against carriers, you're typically better suited to ball up for anti-air. Although, as you mentioned, when your tier 8 carriers are up against tier 11 super ships, they're not that effective anyways.
I mean, the other thing is, as stupid as this will sound, with it being carriers, you can't do the let's go home to home and fake them out at the contest cap. So just do what is expected. Go heavy to the contest cap, which would be apples, and have your just kiters at your home cap. Oh, down goes the smoke for the Hawaii. Oh, there were planes spotting in Indianapolis, but something happened to them. I think they went home.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the idea of Hawaii, but like, I mean, to be honest, if you get radared by the Hawaii, you literally deserve everything that is coming for you because either you screwed up or he played it really well.
Well, the big thing about the Hawaii is it's all about just getting so many shell hits, overwhelming your opponent with fires, you know, DCP, all that good stuff. That's really what the Hawaii is all about. At, you know, medium to long range. Yeah, you're right about the radar thing, sure. And earlier in the tournament, we saw that happening with, you know, teams that just aren't as strong. That happens. But in this environment, all that BLUMR can really hope to do with their Hawaiis is farm down, you know, Al Snackman in a main, for example, or an Ushakov here, right? Like,
yeah.
Versus...
Like, that's really all your carrier can spot without losing anything.
Right. Now you compare that to what TTAR is all about, which is really all about getting big hits. Last game, some very lucky hits with torpedoes kind of swayed the deal down in the south. But they're all about see the enemy, shoot the enemy, kill the enemy in rapid succession. So one side is playing the long game, the other is playing the I'm just going to hit you with the stick and move on game.
I like the stick. I don't like the drop on Indianapolis. Like, you should have gone in for the main because, like you say, you know, get rid of it so you don't get hit with the big stick.
Yeah. You got the main that you could drop on. You got the Ushikov you could drop on. Either of these two are really good targets right now because they're pretty spread out.
Ooh, Brisbane just took a big hit. Unholy.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Ragon's
got the reload booster.
I don't know why you bring up Ragon.
But this brings up a good point. Like, why isn't the carrier searching for the Brisbane and trying to get the Brisbane out?
Well, I mean, at this point, you're going to have your kid do the spotting. And you need to help the push, right? Like you say, just go after the Yushikov.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the DD to spot for the Brisbane for, you know, everyone else.
Yeah,
Get
that's
rid of
true.
the battleship. Get rid of the battleship because that's going to force the main to have to head on a swivel. He's going to have to decide where to go. And then if he rotates back to, you know, the home cap, then you just focus him out. You know, that this is one of these that, you know, typically I believe the carrier should help the weaker side, but in a comp, you need to be helping the strong side be stronger and become more effective.
Yeah, yesterday we did see a case where had the carrier tried to help the kite side, we wouldn't have had what was it, Annapolis that crawled up on the Cerberus or whatever. Like, you know, wouldn't have had that happen. And that was vital spotting that the team just didn't have, right? Because they were too busy trying to focus. I think it was the Salem on the corner of the map, which is like, why? But look, I mean, the Brisbane is still alive here. And yeah, I feel like if the carrier focus is the Ushikov or the Brisbane, at least this flank can be secured. Now then you can change your focus on the other side. Radar up by the Brisbane. Somme is going to be forced to turn and run. Another reason why it's good to have the carrier continue to do the work. As Unholy Jinx is down to 1,400 hit points and dead. Crucial kill for BLUMR. As you can see, Blue now being rotated to try to receive BLUMR's push.
Well, I mean, Snackman's coming back, so the radar's there.
Yes.
Marstruli's going to go cap chocolate. So you've got a Brisbane and another Marstruli.
So once this happens, this is when you notice that, this is when you take your carrier and you force him on the other flank now. You tell him to go find the Mistrale, go kill the Brisbane, you know, because it's only 2 ships over there now. So that's really the power of the carrier, is the ability to make those moves quickly and to adjust from one side to the next. Meanwhile, Dutchy wants another go at Lunexia's Enterprise, and he's driving straight through the middle for him. That's a really ballsy play, and I like seeing it. Are they going to nerf the Hawaii? I don't think they will, City Slav.
What are they going to nerf for it? Like, its strength is setting the fires, which is just through volume.
Yep. Brisbane versus Hawaii. I think the Hawaii wins, but depends on torpedoes.
Well, I mean, it is PR versus PR, so I hope they both don't win.
The bigger problem is Lunexia needs to move his carrier. Okay, he's reversing. So they got him scared, but Dutchy isn't going to go for the kill. That's unfortunate. I thought that would have been neat to see.
Well, he's going for the kill, but it's in the form of the kid.
Yeah. They're going to try to pounce on the kid. Mistrali on one side, Mistrali on the other. Brisbane coming in.
Well, they do manage to flip apples.
Main salvo out on Closures Hawaii.
Maine versus Hawaii. And
Two
here comes the
extremes.
shells and on the kid.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm Closure, I gotta go. I can't stop because Brisbane's getting free shots on Yuki's kid now.
I don't
know why Yuki is moving at full speed. Maybe he thinks he's not going to be detected anymore.
Maybe.
Coughed up a lot of hit points trying to do that. Does manage to save the ship. He's got a heal in 5 seconds.
Able to heal, but with the Hawaii in reverse now forward, kind of delayed this, like you say, push on the Brisbane, which is going to allow them to recap apples. And
yeah.
Oh, I've never seen this ever happen. The home-to-home push got stalled and is now completely dead.
Because it didn't need to be a continued push. It's just you go in, you make some moves, and then you flip and change. And the transition needs to be relatively flawless here if they're going to make it work. Now, they have worked Toby's Ushikov down quite a bit.
The carrier just needs to finish that. You need to start getting some points because the problem is, yeah, it's stalled, but it's stalling for too long. They need to do something.
Look at the timer, y'all.
Hawaii versus Brisbane.
Now the Hawaii decides to charge right into his death. That's just... why? That's an example of just being too timid, too afraid to make a play happen, frankly. Like I said, the Hawaii should have been advancing when the Brisbane was engaging on the kid.
Well, Yuskov finally goes down, but at what cost? The kid is going to be the next victim here.
Yeah.
He's just getting run down.
Yeah, good play by Evernight there, sensing that timidity and just saying, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get this kill. Yuki should have had a lot more hit points there, but for whatever reason, he was sailing full speed in a smoke instead of just slowing down, breaking contact, and then speeding back up again. So you're left with Snackman.
All Snackman has to do is hold off the carrier, the Bergon, the Cerberus, and the Somme, and he'll be all right.
Fortunately for Snackman, just about everybody that can shoot him is on the other side of the island he's next to.
Oh, God, it's like Bugsy placed that island just to make sure nobody could do damage.
Yep.
Well, the Hawaii looks like he's able to arc over, but he's forcing Snackman to reverse into the Cerberus.
Which is good. We want game 3. I want to see BLUMR take a game off of TTAR here.
Oh, look, tour planes. They're... Oh, he must be using the consumable.
And actually, getting in position to do a torp run on Snackman's Annapolis. This needs to happen. It needs to happen in the next 30 seconds, really. That allows the Somme to get into the B cap. And the Hawaii needs to go back and support his carrier. All of this needs to happen.
B to keep it.
Snackman goes down. Yes, he needs to stay at sea, but he also needs to ward off the Mistrales and prevent them from killing his carrier.
Well, luckily for the Mistrales, they still think the carrier's in the same spot reversing, so the Enterprise was smart that once he wasn't spotted, he started moving in a different direction.
Yep.
Not to give these guys a, hey, he's still reversing.
Okay, so now we have BLUMR getting onto the B cap. They need to cap. We got Mastergraph trying to get a few shots in to spotted Mr. Ali. Okay, so here's the deal. You made them smoke, good for you. Move on to the next target. Forget about them. These guys are going to sail together and they're going to chain their smokes. So you are wasting your time if you're trying to drop on these. By the way, this is the best way to defeat a carrier as you play the game. He did get a nice hit though. Is you get the carrier to focus on you and waste their time on you. Okay, a little bit of a spot there. Oh, nice hit though by Lunexia. Look at that.
Here's the thing. TTAR can't afford to lose anybody.
Yeah, TTAR is going to win.
Close, but if they lose somebody, it's going to flip.
So I would be telling Mastergraph, go straight at them now with the Hawaii, right? I'd even be moving my Enterprise closer to get those planes in sooner. 1 minute to go. You're absolutely correct. They still need to get this kill. They still need to find a way. Everybody goes. Nobody stops. Arima can't afford to stop there. I don't think they're going to get this kill, Puddin'.
No, it's going to take too long for the planes to get anywhere to do it. But the DDs are, at this point, they're out of smoke.
There's one smoke available in 52 seconds, but 30 seconds away from...
Yeah.
I mean...
The game will be over. It's one way or the other. The game will be over by the time they get their smoke.
There might be Lunexia searching and looking in the wrong place. If Lunexia can find him, he's got time for one strike and that's it, but not anymore. TTAR is going to barely make it. Wow.
He's going to be so pissed when he finds out how close he was to those two DDs.
I know, right? Well, congratulations to TTAR. They are going to advance to the winners final. So we'll be bringing you shortly. And BLUMR will be handling the third, fourth game. We'll see them in there. These two games happen at the same time, so we'll be covering the final game. And let's see if we get a game 3 somewhere. There you go. So let's take a look. This is the first game. And we're going to watch that first battle from the view of the Cerberus player. Because frankly, there's nothing else to do anyways.
It's not true. We could go play with the dogs. We could take a quick walk.
Action stations.
We could get an exorcist for your house so the door stops acting like a ghost.
Yeah, I might need to close that door. Or just put a... I don't know.
I know. We go the extreme route. Take the door off.
Yeah, I could do that too. Except
There's a
they've
couple
got
screws. A lot of swearing.
There's actually a couple of like anti-screws. You know, like where they only screw one way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what fixes that?
Saw. Dremel.
Big hammer or oxyacetylene torch.
Enemy force detected.
Good to know. I'll go get both of those right now.
Right. I would not trust you with the oxyacetylene torch. No, I would not trust you with that.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome. Listen, I got to play with an oxyacetylene torch in the middle of an oil refinery. Did they let you do that?
In the middle of an oil refinery now, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster.
You would think so, but I didn't burn the place down, so...
All right, Snackman discovered now. Remember, this is the player's view, so we are seeing exactly what they see as it happens. So we got... do you want me to share my screen, by the way, so you can see this?
Well, I'll just wait the 4 minutes for it to be on stream and be like, oh, wow, look at this. That happened 4 minutes ago, guys. Because we want to be professionals like cots and waste 20 minutes of everybody's life on something they literally just watched because two people need to talk.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen right now.
Oh, is that a little too harsh on reality?
So Brisbane detected, looked like they were about to shoot, and then of course he disappeared. Man, if only they had something that could keep it spotted for a while.
You mean like
Oh,
a
wait.
submarine?
Right. Now, the fact that there's smoke there and Brisbane doesn't have smoke tells you that's got to be a destroyer. Now, it could be Mistrali or it could be Humphreys. It's a longer smoke, so it's got to be a Humphreys.
You know what
So
else it
they're-
could be?
What?
Could be one of those new Italian subs I hear so much about.
No, let's not go there.
What? Oh, there's a sub. Oh, there's smoke. I think I'll drop my SW in this area.
Anyway. So you see Cerberus both detected. On radar, they might as well open up and shoot, try to get some damage in. They do. Not a lot of damage, though. Now, they're trying to coordinate movements. This is the hardest part right here. This is the hardest part. They're going to start going in a kite away. And so you have to make sure that your smoking ship catches up to you. So good job here ensuring that you can kite away. And they're going to continue trying to farm down.
Torpedoes to
I'm
start.
gonna say this much: like, BLUMR is doing a really,
Torpedoes to start.
really good job with the two Cerberuses
Yeah.
playing together. Like, unless you've tried this, you really don't know how difficult this is.
This brings
It's
back
a lot of skill.
This brings back so much trauma from Tier 6 clan battles. Just sailing around in Huang He and
Torpedoes to
Perth
start.
and doing this all game long. You
No,
make a
you forgot
mistake,
the
you get
other
spotted,
thing.
you're dead.
You forgot the other thing. Oh, shoot into that smoke cloud.
Yeah.
That's why I will never play my Hang Hu ever a freaking gun.
Yeah.
Because
no,
you're
right?
only allowed one Perth and one Hang Hu because that really solved the problem.
Right. So what did Wargaming do? They released another Tier 6 cruiser with crawling smoke.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's what I would have done.
Right. Alright, so now
Generator started.
Master Graph is taking the lead, so he throttles up, gets in front, shoots because
And
he's
that's the
greedy.
mistake. Well, he didn't get spotted for it.
No, he did. He's detected. Now he's not. Okay, so he actually got away with that for free. Got 3 decaps as well. That's actually a pretty good hit there. Good timing on the torpedoes. Ready to go as soon as the torps are reloaded. I covered that in one of my replay analysis.
Listen, for all you guys that are sleeping, you can wake up. The smoke is still going.
What's going on, FBB?
Well, at least he did the uncots thing and pop his hydro before the torps came at him.
Yep.
There's his mistake.
He's shot. Okay, let's see. Here comes Snackman's shells. Oh, okay, so he loses about a third of his health there. Now that's not
I
catastrophic.
no. And I don't blame him for taking that shot. Like, you got to take your shots when you get them. You know, because there's no spotting.
Torpedoes to starboard.
And here's another cell. This might be the one that kills him right here. He turns a little bit to get that shot in. Wow. Brilliant salvo by Snackman.
It was just, yes, it was a blind shot, but it was like, okay, he was spotted here. I could use the mini map. I know he's not moving fast, so he should be about here. You know, so I'll just shoot in this general area.
Yeah.
And we got it.
Well, and it certainly helps that there's a mod in the game called Smoke Centers, right, or whatever, and it shows you where the exact center of a smoke screen is going to be. Now, if you use that and you assume, of course, that the ship's going to be in the center of the smoke and it's crawling at a quarter speed, you can kind of plot out where you think that's going to be. Oh, and then snack me with another big hit there. And this, I think, accentuates why I really don't like this line of ships. It's just an exercise in frustration because it takes so much damage so easily. Had Graf been in a Hawaii with a traditional, you know, destroyer, doom snail smoke thing, I'd wager he would have done a lot better in this game.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
I wonder what happens in the rest of this match.
Is that a subtle way to say we don't need to keep watching it?
Pretty much. You saw what you want. I'd like to see it from Sackman too, but
Did Snackman submit this replay? Let's find out.
I don't know, because if
No.
he did, he would completely give away their complete strategy that we just saw.
It was... It was Evernight, the Brisbane, that died to the south, so we won't see anything from his perspective there. So Snackman's strats are safe.
For now.
For now. Oh my god.
I thought you'd like that one. Sorry, chat. If you don't know, you're not gonna know.
That's right.
All right.
Oh. Now we can stop watching. Oh my god. So they were asking if they can start early, and then they said no because they sent people
The enemy is about to win.
they sent people to eat.
I want to go eat. This is bullshit. Why aren't they bringing me food?
Planned start is in 54 minutes. Oh
Wait, what?
my god. Oh my god. 54 minutes, chat.
Who the hell want to go eat now? It's now on my I don't like you.
Yeah, we are now rooting against Throw because they sent their guys to go eat.
Where the hell are they going to go eat? Hold on.
They must be
Gonna
going
run
to some...
McDonald's.
No,
real
no,
quick.
no, no,
McDonald's?
no,
No. We're going to a restaurant and sitting down here, buddy. We
That's
got
right.
An hour.
That's right. They got to go to the lunch restaurant of champions.
Right, Applebee's.
I was going to say Chili's.
That works.
This is how you know Puddin and I have spent way too much time together because, like,
Jesus.
we're on the
You know
same
what?
damn
Better yet,
wavelength.
Wait. Let's just compromise. Okay, not Chili's, not
Okay.
Applebee's. Let's just go to Hooters. Because that will be quick.
I heard they got great wings.
Yeah. I mean, they can impress the girls, you know, be like, hey, yeah, we're in the middle of a tournament, but taking an hour break.
You know, I was just posting, I was just posting about how nobody cares about your stats. If you play a different game, nobody's gonna, you know, you're not gonna
No.
go to the bar and pick stuff up. So
Holy crap. The hell, Jesus, Lord Almighty.
hi, Glacio. Oh, right, and there's the grab ass scene. How close was Lunexi to dying here? Not 3,000. Oh well.
Oh, you were still watching that? Ah.
Yeah, I wanted to see the end of it, and totally not because I was tabbed out doing things that are more important right now.
Right.
Points deduction, 1,800 objective points because you lost your ship. Oh God, that's great. 6 minutes in battle. 6 minutes in battle. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed watching that from that battle from their perspective. There we go.
I mean, I get what. Why do I want to say Lex Luthor? For Luna or whatever. Like, Jesus Christ, my brain.
Lexington Enterprise, Lunexia.
No, and yeah, in chat with he didn't believe the Black Armada had a big edge. Well, it, in my opinion, it did, because if it's the closest thing to what everybody knows, what do you need to learn? You already know what to do.
It's definitely the most comfortable for people who play a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, so you just look at TTAR. You go in with what works, and oh look, it works. You know, you don't have to figure out how it works. You're like, this is how it works. Just do this, and we win.
So you hit enough times the main battery, charge up your funny button, and then you reduce damage by 65% from fires and floods.
I mean, this would probably be the only place I could see running Furious with that because of that. But at the same point, you saw how fast things burn down. Ooh,
You saw
like that little
Snackman.
trick.
Yep, he knows the Burgon is possibly going to start backing up. So he's trying to shoot, assuming it's going to back up or possibly continue crawling forward. Also, take a look at the amount of radio location focus the teams have. With 3 radio locations, they can dial in exactly where the enemy destroyers are.
What do you mean all the DDs took RPF? According to Reddit,
Right.
RPF is a joke. You need to bring Furious or Bedazzled or Sub-Surveillance. Whatever the hell Reddit says.
Like I call
almost
Bedazzled.
It's almost like information is very, very popular. Like,
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
you could argue for the cruisers, but like, I'm a slave to it on my cruisers, so it is what it is. And also, I'm not playing in kites anymore, so it's clan battle, so it's whatever. You can now put me on a kite side by myself because I have RPF, and then I just die anyways because 7 ships shoot me.
So there's that snapshot on Undead. So the SOM was detected, so he's getting into kite-away position from SOM torpedoes. Remember, it's SOM and Kid, and Cerberus is with the torpedo threat.
He's got to get hits for his funny button, right?
Yes. So as you can see, it's definitely not charged up.
I want
He
you
could
guys to
actually-
notice this. He's got 1 fire for 50 seconds, right? A little bit longer. But look at his HP pool. He doesn't need to use his heal or his DCP.
Well, I was just actually going
one
to say,
fire.
he could if he expected to stay dark for a while, but he's taking very aggressive guest shots into smoke. See if he can have some sort of a decisive impact. There's Yuki's Kid detected. Stackman taking guest shots there. I like that. You help your team get the kill.
Oh, I completely do. Like, I hate to say it, but like, shooting a DD at that range is more of an art form because I'm not criticizing Snackman. I'm like, oh my god, you whiffed, but it's like, if the DD stops, you whiff. If the DD goes forward, you possibly connect. Like the DD's got so many options to dodge your shells from
Yeah.
such range,
Right.
but you just hope to God that he does what you want him to do.
And see, you notice how he was even getting ready for the shot. He knew the Brisbane was going to fire, probably, again, using the radar with the voice comms. He knows he's going to radar, so he's getting ready for it. 6-second delay. Shots all whiffed. Who cares? The point is he was in position to take that shot immediately. You have to do that in competitive.
That looks like that completely bracketed the DD, but right in front of him.
Yep.
And that's what I mean. It's one of those, like, okay, does he go forward? Does he stop? Like, it's somewhat easy for the DD to dodge battleship shells, so it's way more of an art form. And just look how close he was to actually connecting.
Now here you see he did use a DCB and a heal. Interesting to see that because he was on one fire at the time.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh.
There's Master Graph. He shot actually before Master Graph was detected. I didn't catch that before.
He's got to be so upset. Like, okay, granted, yeah, I got great hits, but how much greater could they have been if they were actually locked on?
Mm-hmm. Now,
I don't. Also notice, you see how he's playing with his speed and reversing, going forward a little bit?
I'm not using the smoke mod, I guess. I thought I was, but I think all of my mods got reset after the long last patch. So I'm pretty sure Snackman is using, there it is right there, using that mod because it will identify exactly where the center of the smoke screens are. Makes it very easy to aim.
Makes it easier.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still dealing with an unlocked on target.
Sure.
You know, I think here's another interesting point. Look how close he is to getting that F key.
Yep.
And he's got nothing to shoot.
Yep. That's comp for you.
Like, I'm sure you're not bringing the main because of the F key. It's an American BB, which means it's very versatile. You know, if you manage to get your F key, great.
I don't get how you did just got spotted and didn't seem to care that he got spotted.
I
Must have been.
The service has the best reaction. Like, the ship itself doesn't have the best get up and go.
Right.
But he should have been more prepared for it, or unless he was counting on his smoke to be back.
Maybe, but it just looked like he was sitting still. I don't know. I just would have thought he'd be at something more than zero throttle. Put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been like a rattlesnake in headlights, you know, just stunned.
Okay. Now, Snackman here is planning on flipping his gun. So he locked his target, his armament on the right, on bearing. That allows the guns in the stern to turn quicker, right? A lot of players don't do that. A lot of players will look this way, but then they'll look back this way, then they'll look back this way, then look back this way, and then the turrets in the stern keep going back and forth. So he's trying to get his rear turrets, his stern turrets to bear as soon as possible. Man, look at that dispersion.
Oh, God.
Ridiculously good and ridiculously low damage for that dispersion. Wow.
That's exactly what happens. Get that nice tight group and it's overpens.
Ship is on fire.
Because all your shells went into the kitchen and not the boiler room.
Or torpedo protection, even. See him changing angles there, trying to sort out how he wants to fire the salvo. He's waiting until his front guns are done. He figures he's going to hit the border. And for some odd reason, Undead hits the border and turns in instead of out. And there he goes. Double Citadel.
Oh, here comes the F key.
Might as well. Let's take less damage from the fire that I can't do anything about.
You know, I kind of wish I paid attention to when he had the first fire to see how fast he was going down compared to now.
Oh, he's barely losing any hit points.
Victory is in sight.
There's all right.
So good, but
Yeah, he figures Closure's moving at full speed and not going to turn much. 4 pens and an overpen. Impressive hit.
10 seconds for his last steal, but I don't think that's going to matter.
At this point, the game's all been decided. He's looking at Lunexia,
Yeah.
thinking maybe I could take a shot. But Lunexia is
I mean, this game's
actively...
already over?
Yeah. Lunexia is actively maneuvering. So shooting at the Burgon, who's going to maneuver more predictably, is probably going to be the better choice. Although it looks like Burgon maybe slowed down just there. See, that's where he shoots the water, saying, I'm done. Wipe the game.
I still would have. I probably would have shot at the Enterprise just to keep the random battles going.
Give me a death pick.
I
That's
mean-
the reason why.
I mean, it doesn't have an armored flight deck, so you'll go right through everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, you overmatch. The overmatch from the overmatch mechanic of the torpedo protection overmatch.
Trying to dial in what is Lunexia going to do with the carrier. And Dutchy, if Dutchy would have been shooting his guns while on approach, this might have been a different story too. I think he expected to get that kill with the torps.
I would have just rammed him. It would have been cooler.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be the game. Stackman knows there's no point even firing the guns. And GG's.
Gotta save credits on that press account.
That's right. He came in second place to the Brisbane that died. Take a look at his damage. 49 shell hits for 153,000 damage. 154. That's really good damage for each hit.
That's why you bring the main / even a Montana.
Mm-hmm. He got withered, taking 74,000 fire damage, but he's in a super ship. He doesn't care.
No.
Wow. Snackman, thank you very much for sending this replay to us so we could take a look at it. This was very interesting to see, and I'm sure Master Graf has been watching his demise from your viewpoint as well, maybe learning a thing or two in the process.
Right. Don't go up against Snackman. There you go. Problem solved. It's that simple, guys.
Ouch. I mean, look at this.
I mean, I've never died to him. Right?
Right.
And
All
you
right.
wonder why I won't play my EU account.
Chat, with that, I think that pretty much seals the deal for us for this tournament. Very much congratulations. Let's make it official by refreshing the page.
Oh, I just watched the border one again. Why?
It says that BLUMR is the champion.